Week 7. Unfortunately, you guys know I've been a little under the weather. Uh, I've been getting better though. I've been getting better. You can tell. You can see I'm still um, super congested. It's been crazy. With that said, though, shout out to you guys for holding it down. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Much love to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. So the big problem I think for the Bills right now is the lack of innovation, the lack of basically the lack of Allen being able to improvise on these third downs. We're seeing it time and time again. We did see him run one time on a third and long. But what about the third and fours, right? The third and fives. We shouldn't have to watch Allen try and run for the first down on a third and 10. It's like take advantage of these third and fives, third and fours, or whatever it is, and get the first down that way. Unfortunately, Joe Brady has basically taken away the run from Allen, and he basically is making him sit back in the pocket. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. And it's not working. It's not working defensively. You know, I think the problem too with these kind of games is they're not essentially trap games, but the Titans are weird. It's almost like they're in our division sometimes because the Titans play us tough. It's always a tough game. It's never easy, no matter who's the quarterback or who's playing. Unfortunately for the Titans, they got Mason Rudolph. Um, I think defensively, there's going to have to really be some change ups as far as to stop the run, and that would help alleviate a lot of what's going on. But let me hop into the chat with y'all. Shout out to J2. What up, yo? What's going on with you? Much love, Tro. I appreciate you, bro. Jason is pitiful. Listen, it's not good, man. It's not good. To go into the half with the Titans up 10-7, and they get the ball back after the half. They've got the momentum, right? They've got the momentum. They're in, they're in Highmark. They're in Orchard Park. And for the Bills to not be clicking with the starters back, right? This is so important. You got the starters back. People who were injured are now back offensively. It just doesn't look good. The team does not look ready to go. The team does not look primed and focused. And I think this is what we're starting to see. Yeah, they had the solid win against the Jets, but even that one was like super sloppy. Um, Shante, what up? What's going on with you? Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. What up? What up? Says be thankful that the Titans still don't have Derrick Henry. Listen, that's half of the fact because Tony Pollard is fitting right in with that run. Tony Pollard's out there balling. So I think every team knows that you can run against the Bills, right? The only difference is whether or not you're going to get the pass going. The only difference is whether or not you're going to be able to have a quarterback in a good situation that can pass the ball in the Bills defense. And so once you have both, that's when it's going to become a real nightmare. And we've seen it. We've seen it last week. We've seen it the week before with the Ravens and obviously with the Jets. Now, obviously, the Bills were able to overcome the Jets in a 3-point game. But even that, it was weird. And then coming into today, looking at today, I think they've they've tried to tame the wild horse, right? In Josh Allen, they've tamed him. But I feel like they've tamed him too much. You still have to let that horse get out there and do its thing every once in a while. This is one of those games where you're going to have to just let Allen be Allen, let him get out there and play, let him improvise a little bit, and you'll get the first downs. You have to move down the field. You can't keep going back and forth and just keep punting the ball and keep putting it back in the Titans' hands because guess what? Eventually, that clock's going to run. That clock's going to roll. And we all know, don't get mad at me. Y'all know where I'm going with this. We all know that Sean McDermott has a problem with time. He can't manage it. So you got to move down that ball down the field. You got to put up at least 30 points to win the game. Y'all know what I'm going to say. But that's just the reality of it. That's just the reality of it. Shout out to you, Jennifer. I appreciate you. How did Von Miller get suspended? He got suspended because of the domestic situation he had, I think, years ago. Yeah, it was from years ago. Um, Feeling better. I saw your last stream. You look. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I feel better now, but it's still not 100%. You can hear it in my voice. Hopefully, like I said, in the next couple days, I'll be back ready to go. I feel better, way better than what I was, but it's still lingering. It's still lingering. Um, Jacob, what up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Jennifer says if we can't get rid of McDermott, can we get Mc, MC, McDermott a time management assistant? Right, just bring in somebody that could help him manage the clock. Right, just hire somebody for clock management specifically. Hell, hire me. I'll send in my resume so I can just manage the clock. That's all I'll do. You don't even got to pay me millions of dollars. Just give me some sweet tickets and a custom jersey, and just give me a small stipend every Sunday. Give me a small stipend and let me stream. Let me stream out there. I'll just put a little camera on my shoulder or something, and I'll go out there and I'll manage the clock. I'll manage the clock for y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. But they've allowed the Titans to have the ball for the majority of the game because the runs were working. You know, if you run the ball, you're going to manage the clock, and if you run the ball successfully, you're going to control the game, and that's what's been going on. Says it just makes me so sad that Rice literally almost killed several and ran like a coward. The NFL did nothing. Von 4-game suspension. There's politics, bro. There's politics. McDermott fell asleep since Jacksonville and has been able to coach since. Listen, someone had said that he's still got his hands in the cookie jar as far as the offense and the defense. And you know what? I believe it because I feel like at some point the changes that Brady was making and the changes. Uh, I never get this guy's name for the defensive coordinator right. I'll just say the defensive coordinator. I think he's still, got his hands in there. He needs to just let it go. Just let it go. Let these guys do their job. And you kind of just, be that hands off person. Just focus on the things that you need to, like time management, and let these other guys, call the plays and work things out. Um, I'm not going to harp on McDermott too much, but because I was actually looking on Twitter earlier after the first quarter. There's a lot of people saying fire McDermott, who I ain't never seen say that before, and I'm like, oh, all right, things is changing. Um, but it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. There's a lot that needs to change as far as this team goes, and if you're struggling with the Titans, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. Luckily for them, um, you did pick up Amari Cooper, who had his first drop of the game, which we're going to table that conversation for another time. We still got the second half to go, y'all. It's about to get ready to get started, but I just wanted to shout out or hop on and give y'all a quick shout out. I appreciate all y'all. And we'll do predictions tomorrow night. If I don't stream the game, I'll do predictions tomorrow night, and we'll chop it up. But yeah, if anything crazy happens, maybe I'll hop on later. We'll talk about it. And shout out to you, Michelle. What's going on with you, Michelle? How you doing? Rich Gang in the house. Um, as we get back to the second half, it's just crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot to digest. Um, I think here's what I'll leave it at. I think the Bills defense is what's going to have to win this game. I think the Bills defense is what's going to have to win this game. Because unfortunately the offense is not where it needs to be. So there you go. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you all soon. Go Bills.